What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. What's going on, people? Big up to Gabby coming through. It's the big one, Man United versus Villa FA Cup. Gabby, we say, man.
Looking forward to it. This is going to be a Steven Gerrard team that are coming to win the game. You know, they want to progress in the cup, and he's getting a bigger squad now as well. So he's going to want a competition to give players game time.
Yeah, 100%. Gabby, I'm just going to be a little bit OCD, yeah? Can you just tilt your thing a bit down? Just a little bit, just a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
There, right, I'm good now. I'm good. Um, I ain't gonna lie. This game's peak. This is a Villa team that are really. I'm saying they're on the up. They're building now. Obviously, Philip Coutinho in the bag. Just needs to complete his medical. Obviously, he won't. He ain't gonna play today. I don't think he's officially signed yet. You're hot on the case for Luca Digne, but with obviously, I'll start with my team and how poor we've been. You know, there probably isn't a better time to lick your lips and say, yeah, we'll play Man United now, no problem. You lot coming off the back of a defeat to Brentford. But Brentford were all right, actually, in that game. That's what they do, innit? But you did dominate for large periods, but they just snatched it. But you lot will be confident coming here today, innit?
I think, the biggest thing for me with Aston Villa at the moment is that players are fighting for their lives, for their futures at the club. Gerrard's coming, everyone's on trial. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's a manager now who's going to be backed by the board to bring in new players to challenge in the Premier League, in the FA Cup, in competitions. He's not going to just be mediocre and allow players to be mediocre on the pitch. He'll be fuming at the Brentford result, at certain players' performances. So the players that are playing tonight are going to know you have to go and put in a performance. It happened to me when Paul Lambert first come in at Aston Villa. I was injured. To get back into the team, I scored a hat trick in the FA Cup against Manchester City. You know, you have to use these games as your chance to show the manager what you can do. Al Ghazi might come in. You know, players like this might get their chance tonight. So it's definitely going to be a tough game for Manchester United.
100%. Carl says this guy in Benteke was on fire in the Prem. Love this guy. Thank you, Flex. A lot of love for you today, guys. Do you know what? You don't. Sometimes you go places you don't get that. You don't get that much love. It depends where you are. Carl says big up. Gabby brought a lot of happiness to me as a kid. Love watching him play. He always loves a good game against Everton. Wishing him and his family all the best. Such an underappreciated baller. Love that. Love that. A lot of love for Gabs today. That was going to be my next question, bro. How do you think Gerrard is approaching this game in terms of team selection? Is he rotate? Because obviously we got each other again straight away in a week, but it's enough time for people to recover. It's a whole week, and Gerrard's obviously going to want to. Is he going to go full strength? Is he going to make a couple changes? Full strength in it.
Because the reason why he'll go full strength is that Aston Villa are out of the Carabao Cup. They're not looking likely to get top 6 this season. You know, that's looking like a long way away this season. So what else are you really playing for this season? You want to go for a cup. So he will play strongest side possible. And like I said, he's going to be telling these players, basically, you're playing for your Villa careers. Digne coming in, you know, if I'm Matt Target, I want to put in a great performance tonight. Coutinho coming in. If I'm Chukwuemeka, if I'm Brendia, if I'm these players that want to play, Ings, you know, you've got to put in a performance tonight. El Ghazi, put in a performance to show the manager that you want to fight for your position. So when you've got that pressure on you, the way Manchester United are playing as well, you know, this is a great game for Aston Villa to go and show what they can do.
100%. It's got the makings of Villa turning up and doing it, you know, making it difficult. That's what it is. Jas says Digne to Liverpool, Villa trying to push for Europe or something. They're moving mad. They are. You know, I think that's going to be a top signing if that gets over the line. He's a proper left back. I thought it was nailed on to go to
unreal signing. You know,
yeah.
It shows Villa's intent and Steven Gerrard's pull to beat Chelsea to the signing. You know, I'm sure Chelsea can pay similar wages to Villa, but Steven Gerrard's got that pull. Digne probably seen Coutinho sign. That could have changed his mind, you know. They both played for Barcelona. So, great signing. And if it's not this season, then next season, this Villa side will be pushing. You know, teams are going to be afraid to play Villa. And like I said, Steven Gerrard will not like mediocrity. He will not like players who are playing in themselves. He'll want players bang at it every game. I've even heard that at the training ground. He's on the players' body fats. He's on the players' weights. He's on their hard. Do you know what I mean? He's a perfectionist as a player, wasn't he? And he's going to want to be that as
Yeah.
a player. He's not there to finish 12th, 13th every season. He's there.
Mm,
Like he said to me when he first signed, he said, "Gabby, I'm all in." He said that to me. He's all in on this job. He wants to take Villa back to what they were, under the likes of Martin O'Neill, finishing in the top 6. Do you know what I mean? Getting into the UEFA Cup back then. So positive signs as a Villa fan.
yeah, it definitely is. And obviously, as from a Man United point of view, well, I don't want Gerrard to do well. Don't like Gerrard. Do you know what I mean? Never wanted to. And I said today, I was on Sky Sports today, and I said, listen, if he's thinking about kissing any cameras today and doing that kind of mad celebrations at Old Trafford, it's not happening. I mean, in our situation, look, we've had a horrible week in the fallout from the Wolves game. You're getting all these dressing room leaks. You're getting all these different reports of players being unhappy, people coming out to the media and talking. It's been a mess, to be honest with you. The club have tried to rein it back in. Fred's been out on his Instagram saying, I've heard stuff. Rashford's been out. He's had something to say. Harry Maguire's sat down with the media at Man United and done an official thing.
Bro, these players have just got to shut up and just start putting in performances. Rashford, start putting in a performance. Start showing Rashford should be like top 3 best players in the Premier League. He's got the attributes, pace, can finish left foot and right foot. You know, he's got the skills as well. He's got the Ronaldo free kick. He's got the Ronaldo shot in his locker from distance. Stop talking and go and show tonight. Do you know what I mean? Go and show tonight that you are, on side of the manager. Football does the talking, not your tweets and your Instagram posts and you coming out in the press. Go and show tonight. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure that's what you Man United fans want to see.
100%. But you know what the ironic thing about it, Gabs, yeah, about his statement? He come out on Twitter and said, I read something earlier that said I'd been quiet on here, but what can I say that will make this better other than showing you all on the pitch? So I was like, well, stop there. But then he carries on with this whole, I'm still committed, I'm not sulking.
Stop sulking, bro. I played the game. I know exactly, bro. I've done exactly what he done. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, I've sulked when I've come on. I've not been starting. I remember once a manager brought me on for 1 minute and I switched on him after the game. Do you know what I mean? I said, don't ever do that again. Do you know what I mean? Like players will sulk when they're not playing. Simple as that. And Rashford, when you come on last game, was sulking. It was obvious to see. You can't hide it when the cameras are on your face.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
We can read players. So he's got to just now, you know what? Put your ego aside. Go out tonight, put in a man of the match performance, and you're undroppable. Because let's be honest, it's not going to take much to move Sancho out the side because he's not doing anything. So go out tonight, put in a performance, and you won't have to tweet anything.
PJ Roberts says, big up Gabby, one of the underrated strikers when Aston Villa was chasing the Champions League dreams back in the day with John Carew. Big John up front, man. What a player. Keep up the banter on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Gabby's you're the worst. You're the worst.
You know what, bro?
You're a troll. You're a troll.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I like the banter, bro, and I think, especially Twitter and Instagram now, like I had to explain to some Villa fans who were having a go at me, like, I'm not a Villa player anymore. I'm not trapped in you can't speak out on social media. You've got to say the right things. I'm just a normal guy now from Birmingham who can say what the hell he wants, like the rest of the public do. So if I want to come out and say a player's not doing good enough, that's my choice. If I want to say something about what I believe in, that's my choice. Do you know what I mean, bro? So that's
100%.
what me now. If I want to banter at clubs when they lose a game, I'll do it. And when Villa lose, I'll take it. That's what it's about. Do you know what I mean, bro? I'm not going to be trapped in what players are. Do you know what I mean? Players can't comment on Instagram posts. They're all like goody two-shoes. When you retire, you do what the hell you want.
I like that. And I think it's refreshing. A lot of people have spoken about that, about whether you're doing punditry or that the players are the opposite and can't do it. That's what I was going to ask you next year before we carry on about the game. I mean, we've had like a bunch of like dressing room leaks like throughout this week. And I know you can't read everything you read in the paper in it, but in your experience, you've been in big dressing rooms with big players for long periods of time. You've probably been through some tough times as well, where things aren't going good, players aren't playing well. How does that affect the players when you're sort of looking in your dressing room saying, well, who's been at it then? Who's been talking? Because we're the only ones who knew X, Y, Z, and I've seen that in the paper. How do you deal with that?
It's hard to deal with because it could be a masseur tells his missus. Do you know what I mean? A chef who's heard the players talking, tells his friends.
It's
You know what I mean?
mad.
There's
Yeah.
so many people that work at a club that it's hard to track down who said it. Does that make sense? Players
Yeah.
talk,
100%.
players tell their agents, players tell their brothers, their dads tell their mates at the pub. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And it just spreads like that.
yeah, like
So wait,
wild.
basically the only way to do it is as a player, which is not humanly possible, to just not talk to anyone. Like, don't come home, speak
Yeah,
to your family,
but it's
don't talk
something
to your
happening in the
friends.
training ground, bro. Like back in the day, there was scraps in the training ground. I'll tell my boys, I'll tell my friends, you know what I mean, my brothers and that, like,
Yeah.
oh, this kicked off today, man. It was hilarious. So and so was swinging windmills. Do you know what I mean, bro? And like, you know what I mean? And like, if it's then that is how it spreads. But you're not meaning to throw it out there. You're just talking to your friends, and they might tell their friends. But I think the difference now is that with social media, you know what I mean, it can spread like wildfire, which was different to like 10 years ago. But it is something that, especially with Steve Bruce in Newcastle, it was getting leaked. You know, every week something was getting leaked. So there might be an actual rat in the camp who's feeding a local journalist. Do you know what I mean? Feeding
Exactly.
them stories. That's what you don't want. You don't mind if it's an accident and you're telling your mates as a bit of banter, but when it's people doing it on purpose, then they're the ones you've got to look for.
100%. And I just look at it and it's like I've seen the club try to wrestle back the narrative. So like they're basically showing that they're rattled by it. So really everyone should just keep quiet, just get the performances done. But it's like there's been a few times Pogba's had to come out and say, right, these guys are lying on me, not having it. Fred come out and said, I've read people questioning this, not having it. Rashford saying, people saying I'm sulking, I'm not having it. Like,
but bro,
like
they need to like, even like Pogba. I seen something a couple of days ago. Pogba's going to be on £500,000 a week contract. He's going to be the best player in the Premier League. Like, don't even respond to it. Do you know what I mean? You're doing your rehab. You're trying to get back fit. Carry on your rehab and stuff. Don't listen to some of these stories are made up, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, but these Instagram sites and these Twitter sites can post whatever they want with no backlash, even if it's a lie. Does that make sense? So
yeah,
if you're a
yeah,
player
100%.
now, my advice to players now would be like, you know what? I wouldn't even look at social media. Honestly, I would not look at social media.
How hard is that to do, though? How hard is that to do? Like, especially with this batch of players.
My teammates and the club and other footballers and other actors and other people that you know, inspire, you know. But I wouldn't follow like Sports Bible or Lads Bible or Sky Sports, or I wouldn't follow them because you know sooner or later it's going to be something about you. You know
You're
what I mean?
going to pop up on there. Yeah,
It's
you're
going
going
to
to be
reflect
on there.
that, and how hard it must be not to bite back and comment. So
Yeah.
for me as a footballer, I wouldn't even like give it the time of day, social media, unless you follow it. Mate, you know what? I'd have a public account that I didn't even use. I'd have a private one with my boys, my friends. That's what I'd have, honestly.
There's a separate one. Sahar says, have you seen what Evra said and what do you think? Basically, Evra, his comments were saying if you don't like the criticism, basically get out. The players are being too soft, etc., etc. Did you see what he said?
No, I didn't see it, but I agree with that to a sense because when I was playing, bro, I had some bad times at Villa, good times, bad times. Went off the rails a bit sometimes, got hammered, had bad games, got hammered. But you just deal with it. Do you know what I mean, bro? The next day, it's like, do you know what I mean? Chip shot paper. Do you know what I mean, bro? The next day, it's forgotten. Like, so don't bite at it. Don't worry about it. When you're on the pitch, put it right on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? And then celebrate when you're on the pitch. If you score a goal and you've been through a bad run, give it the when you score. Do you know what I mean? And that's you saying to like even your own fans. There, you can't come for me no more. I've had a great game and I scored. So tonight, all these players go and put in a performance where you can't be. Do you know what I mean? Criticise Roy Keane, Evra, Neville. All these players can do is say, you know what, they were at it tonight. That's it. And don't forget, you're playing for Manchester United. You're not playing for a Mickey Mouse club. Like, if you don't like the criticism, you shouldn't be at Manchester United. You know what I mean? Are you big enough to wear the shirt? You know what I mean? Like, the Manchester United, the fans now are accepting a top four. Like, the players should be happy that the Manchester United fans aren't treating them like, how dare you not be winning the league with Man City? Do you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, yeah. But we've had to, part of it is we've had to accept the mediocrity and then we realize it. And then we're like, rah, hold on a minute. We're just happy, not happy, obviously we're not happy, but top four scrap. That's what it's going to be. At the beginning of the season, we were like, going to compete for the league with that team. Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo added to that.
If Manchester
Oh,
United don't get top four, every single one of them players should be lined up in front of a full Old Trafford and expect to get whatever they deserve because that squad of players, bro, to not get top four, Manchester United to not be in the Champions League is an absolute disaster. Spurs, Arsenal, West Ham, it's not a disaster.
yeah.
Manchester United to not, and there's a good chance, bro. You're not going to finish in the top four,
The way it's going, yeah. The
bro.
way it's
And that,
going.
that that is like a sackable offense for every single one of them players. Simple
Mm.
as that. Sackable offense, bro.
If it happens, especially because we're trying to build a new manager's going to come in, we're going to want different targets. Ronaldo will probably be off as well if we don't get Champions League. I can't see him
Exactly.
staying.
No, he'll get off.
Um, yeah, exactly. So back to the game then. I mean, look, Villa came here under Ollie, under Dean Smith earlier in the season, nicked a win. What was it, Courtney House, or was it Conser
Yeah.
header?
Yeah.
House header from a corner. Bruno Fernandes last minute penalty, rocketed it over the bar. Martinez got in his head, tried to break the net. Are you confident though? Like in terms of where is it a good time to play Man United, or does that worry you with how
No,
bad
you know
we've been?
what?
But we're
You know
looking for a
what?
response.
I feel that it's a good time to play Manchester United. The players are going to be motivated. The players are fighting for their Villa careers. So that's why I'm confident. But I'm also thinking these players at Manchester United can't keep playing like this. Sooner or later,
Sooner or later, innit?
it's
Yeah.
got to take someone on and like bang in a shot. Sooner or later, Sancho's got to turn up. Sooner or later, Ronaldo's going to pick up space in the box and score goals. Sooner or later, Fernandes is going to start clicking again. Sooner or later, Shaw, Maguire. So
Mm.
for me, I feel that yes, I'm confident, but if Villa aren't bang at it, you can get beaten by this Manchester United side.
Voice of the Villains must be obviously clearly a Villa fan, saying that Villa have a lot of players missing and saying all of our wingers are out. Is that, I don't know if have you got anything on team news
Yeah,
for
because
Villa?
they're in the African Nations Cup. That's why Trezeguet,
Yeah.
Traore. But Villa don't play wingers, so that doesn't make sense. Villa play with
Mm.
two eights behind a striker, and the width comes from the fullbacks. So, for me today, maybe it will be Chukwuemeka and Brendia behind Watkins.
Tricky kid, him. I've been impressed with him.
Who, sorry? Yeah,
Chukwuemeka, he looks good.
yeah, he looks good. Yeah, and I think he needs game time as well, which is why it's another reason for this competition for us to get
Mm.
past this stage. Because I don't feel like with Coutinho coming in, he's going to get many starts in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But he's one that everyone's excited over Aston Villa, and we want to keep at the club. So he's one that tonight as well has been talking Manchester United are after him, Man City. So he's going to want to put in a good performance if he gets game time tonight.
Yeah. And is McGinn missing this game?
I'm
Isn't
not
he
sure he's
suspended?
missing. No, I don't think he's suspended. I think he's back again. He's
Oh,
back in training,
it's not
so I'm
good.
not. I'm not sure if he's suspended, but he's another one. In that midfield, if you're not at it, he's one that'll run that midfield with the way he plays. So I'm excited for the game, and I feel like this will be a proper FA Cup tie because both teams need to get through to the next round. Manchester United, if they get knocked out tonight, that's going to be a toxic atmosphere at Old Trafford. You know,
Proper.
you, how much more disappointments can you take? And Aston Villa, they want to keep progressing with this team, and like I says, every player is fighting for their careers.
100%. And when I look at it, look, we've got you twice in a week, and it's from our point of view. Look, there's two situations that can happen. We either keep playing the shit as we have been, and then get turned over. The second one actually there's three. The second one is that we win very narrowly, which doesn't give us much confidence. Like we scrape it 1-0, 2-1, ugly, horrible, get through to the next round, which might not put us in good stead going to you the next week. Because if I'm honest, they're both massive games. Like we can't afford to go out the FA Cup right now. Like I said, that's a disaster as well. It's the only thing we can realistically win. We're not going to
You
win
don't
the
want to be
Champions
coming to
League.
Villa Park needing 3 points at the moment,
Oh,
because that's turning into a fortress now. The fans are on side. The
yeah.
players are showing passion. The players are showing that listening to Steven Gerrard's tactics. So that's a hard place to come. But what I don't understand, bro, is that like the Manchester United teams that I played against, and yes, we beat Manchester United 1-0 in 2009, 10, whichever year it
Hate
was,
that game.
at Old Trafford.
Hate that game.
But
So lucky.
but our tactics were always against Manchester United. You know what? Camp on the halfway line, soak up the pressure, try and hit on the counter attack. You can't let Ronaldo have the ball 1v1. You can't have Nani get the ball 1v1. You can't let Tevez or Rooney be 1v1. Those are always our tactics against Manchester United. We were frightened. Old Trafford was a fortress. We were frightened. Do you know what I mean, bro? Now, teams going to Old Trafford and having a good day out. Like, we'll go and press them high up, no problem. Bro, that was never the case. It was like Rio and Vidic had like, do you know what I mean? Lovely days at the office, strolling out with the ball, you know what I mean? Giving it to Carrick. But that's what Manchester United have lost. Man City have got it. Liverpool have got it. Do you know what I mean? Teams fear them when they go and play them. They don't go and press them high.
The fear factor, 100%.
Because you haven't got it. Like
100%.
Like teams should be thinking, you know what? We can't let Rashford have 1v1 on Matty Cash. That's what it should be. Rashford should be thinking, if I can get Matty Cash one-on-one, you know what I mean?
Done,
Or
yeah.
and so if I get Target one-on-one, then it's go time. But tonight, Villa will probably be like, yeah, we'll leave you 1v1 because their confidence is low. They're not getting past anyone. We're fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That
100%.
that reverses back through the whole team as okay. Villa, well, we can press them high up because we don't need to double up on certain players because we're not really scared of any of their players. That shouldn't be the case at Manchester United.
It's exactly like what you've been saying. I've spoke to players who have come to the end of their careers, like yourself, and they speak about what it was like to play against us back then. I spoke to some players who played against us back then, but are still playing now, or maybe not so much, but in the last couple of years had to play against us. People like Troy Deeney, people like Maps. And then people who are playing now against it, people like Jamal Lewis, etc. I spoke to Darren about it, and it's like that same thing of if Man United, the younger players are saying, listen, you can say that Rashford's not this, not that, but when you're up against him, it's a different job. But people are doing a number on him. But like you said, the players like yourself who are used to going up to Old Trafford, having to shut up shop. The respect was paid to Man United when you're on the coach on the way up there. You're thinking, listen, get in at 0-0, half time, try and be.
You're shocked, bro. In a warm-up, you're shocked looking at their players. You know
so warm-up setting, you're looking across thinking, oh, it's going to be long.
You're thinking like Berbatov, Tevez, Rooney, Nani, Scholes, Carrick, Ronaldo, Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand. Like, you're thinking like, huh? Like, you know what I mean, bro? You're like, sometimes you've lost the game before you got there because you're like, wow, we've got to play against these superstars. Now, the players probably go in there thinking like, come on then, 3 points.
Have a go. Ready to have a go.
Do you know what I mean, bro? That's the problem. And does that come from a manager? I think it's a big part of a manager, but is there enough leaders in that dressing room? Like when you're performing like Manchester United are, is anyone in the change room like throwing stuff about, gripsing people up? That's what Man United need. They need a Roy Keane in there, a real Ferdinand, a Neville. Like, do you know what I mean? You're not tracking back. You know what I mean? Like it's not acceptable.
There's no accountability. The accountability is not there. They come out and say the right thing, but
now it's like, oh, we'll just put a tweet out. Sorry, do better next game. You know, things have got to get better next game. Manchester United fans are probably already ready for the tweet tonight after the game. Not good enough tonight. You know, we'll look better in the FA Cup next season. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not acceptable playing for Manchester United. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's where we're at. I mean, for me, I want to see. I know you spoke about there's only so long we can keep playing this poorly. If I'm honest, though, the general consensus that I've seen from fans leading into this game is one of nervousness. You know, one of feeling a little bit uneasy because we weren't at it against Wolves. They tore us apart. Should have been more than 1-0. Tore us apart. Didn't lay a glove.
You lost to Wolves,
and they exactly, and that's what I'm saying. You guys played. Don't Villa play with the 5 at the back too?
No,
Sometimes.
it's
going to play with 4. Okay. That might help. That might help. But I mean, we absolutely struggled against Wolves for large parts. But when you're just not at it, right, and the other team can sense that you're not at it, you know, you get like from minute 1, Wolves were just bopping it about, calm, cash, got into the rhythm of their game. And if we allow you boys to do that tonight, get into the rhythm.
You see, the problem you're going to have tonight is that if you play the 4-2-2-2, you're going to have maybe Fred and McTominay say that's your 2. They're going to be really next to, say, Buendia and Chukwuemeka if them 2 players are 2-8. But then behind them, you're going to have a 3 of maybe Ramsey, McGinn, and Louise. So you're going to have 5 in that central area. That's what Villa do. Crowd the central area, Cash and Target as fullbacks. They become wingers. So, like Wolves done, they control the centre. Tonight, Villa will control the centre. And that never happens at Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? No one goes to Manchester United and controls the centre and midfield. So that's why you lost the game against Wolves. You played 2 strikers and the midfield was overrun.
Well, I'm looking at how you lot set up last time against Brentford. You went for 4-3-3. And then you had, Ramsey, Louise, and McGinn. It's working.
So,
And up
so
front,
like
obviously.
McGinn and Ramsey, they're the hardest working players in the team. So basically, they go and do the fullbacks. So they will go out and press Shaw and Wan-Bissaka if they're playing. Does that make sense? And the 2-8s don't have to follow the wingers. They stay in and help with the midfielders when they lose the ball. So it's a formation that if it comes off, it's a keep ball formation as well for Villa.
Do you think Ollie Watkins plays ahead of Ings up
I
front?
think if fit, Watkins will play because
Has he come back from injury?
Yeah, Gerrard will look at it as like you need pace, bro. Pace kills.
100%. His hold-up play is proper good as well.
Yeah,
I
and
remember
against
speaking to
Manchester
Tyrone
United,
about that.
Against Manchester United, you need pacing behind. Like Maguire. If I was a player now, I'll target Maguire for pace. I like Maguire. I think he's a good defender, but the formation gives him no protection. So today, if I'm Watkins, I'm running them channels. So I do feel like Steven Gerrard will want speed up front, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. I like Ollie Watkins' game. He looks after the ball really well. He can receive the ball both feet. He can hold people up, bring people into play, and he's active. I look at my front line; it's just not moving. They're just not moving. There's no runs in behind. Ronaldo will try the kind of come short a little bit and spin and just want it over the top. Players aren't really on that wavelength. The ball's not coming through. He's getting frustrated. He's then starting to drop deeper. Just sets it back and just gets off. He's not really linking up. Cavani's doing doggies.
He didn't sign up for this, did he, Ronaldo? He didn't sign up for this. If he can leave at the end of the season, he's gone. Definitely.
Yeah, you think it's just too much to be done to get him into it?
No, I think Ronaldo's a born winner. He'll still want to win a Ballon d'Or. He'll still want to be top goal scorer. He'll still want to win league titles. That's not going to happen at Manchester United. So he's thinking to himself, am I wasting the last couple of years of my career, however long I've got left, at a club who aren't going to match my ambitions? Does that make sense? With the players that are available? That's what I'll be thinking if I'm Ronaldo. Will he be thinking, can I go somewhere else where I've got more chance of winning a Ballon d'Or?
Eagle Eye Football says, how many goals do you think you score against this defence, this Man United team?
You know what? I think that's a harsh to comment on that. Yes, I would enjoy playing against Maguire and running in behind him and Lindelof, players like that. But let's not forget Maguire when he played in the Euros was outstanding. There's a player in there. How many players that played in the Euros have been in bad form? Sancho, Rashford, Maguire, Shaw. There's been a lot, hasn't there? So I think Maguire will come good. I do believe that.
I don't know, Gabs, man. I've been watching him for obviously every game, man. Nah, bro. Like I have to say, man, I'll just be honest. I just think he's an average defender, bro. Like he can't defend in one-on-one situations. Obviously, like you say, he needs protecting. And if he's in a back five, cool. Maybe he might be all right. But at Man United, as you know, the level's so much higher, bro. You got to defend high up the pitch. You got to be defending one-on-one. You got to take care of your own shit. You got to take responsibility of situations. Say, I'm going to go deal with that.
That's not his game.
Exactly, which is why I just don't think he's right for us.
Yeah, he's not quick enough to defend 1v1.
Right?
Yeah. Like he's not that sort of player. Look at
at Man United, you got to.
Look at defenders like Michael Dawson, John Terry. These defenders, outstanding defenders, but didn't have pace. But their team was like cleverly built around them. Like JT had Makalele, in front of him. He had Kante in front of him. Players to help. He'd bring them in. He'll be clever enough. You know what? If you're going to try and run me in behind, I'm going to be like, give myself a bit of time, and I'm running behind already. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like Maguire's got a bit more clever. If he can see Watkins is going to run the channels, then get on your bike before him.
Get yourself a 15-yard head start. You still probably lose, bro.
No, don't get tight to him.
So slow.
If he comes short, pass him on to McTominay or Phil. Do you know what I mean? And look for the channel ball. So Yeah, I think it's not respectful to say how many I'll score past them.
Voice of the Villains, this would be interesting actually. Says, can we do a combined 11, Gabby and Flex? So we'll go 4-3-3, yeah? Combined 11, Villa and United, yeah?
Yeah.
So in goal, David De Gea is better than Martinez.
Hmm.
You having that? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Martinez is a good keeper, you know.
He is good, but he's not better than De Gea.
You know what? I'll give you De Gea. I'll give you De Gea. Go on then. Keeper,
Give him to me. What do you mean? He's still world class.
I know he's good. He's good. I'll give you De Gea. But I'm having right back. Don't you dare.
Gabby, everyone who watches this channel knows my thoughts on Wan-Bissaka, and they're not that complimentary in it. So who you having? Cash there.
Cash right back.
Cash over Wan-Bissaka. Okay, yeah. Centre backs. I'm saying Varane.
Huh?
I'm saying Varane. Yeah.
What Real Madrid Varane from 3 years ago?
Yeah, just Varane. The name Varane. I'm saying Varane. Yeah.
Varane.
What do you mean?
This season. That's what we're picking on this season.
Yeah, but it's just going on form. All right, if we're doing it on form, then Varane's not getting it because Varane's better than all the centre halves at Man United and Villa.
You can't do it on what they've done in their career. You've got to do it on what they're doing this season. So the defense is Konsa and Mings. Konsa and Mings.
Mings, mate. Big up Tyrone. Am I having Tyrone in there?
Konsa and Mings, bro. I'll give you left back.
Nah, I'm having Lindelof. No, I'm having Lindelof in there then. Lindelof's better than Konsa. Yeah.
Nah, behave, bro.
He is.
Lindelof, the headless chicken.
No, he's not. No, Lindelof's underrated, bro. Lindelof's the one giving us calm 6s and 7s, like just going about his business, bro. He's better than
Lindelof and Mings, yeah. Or do you want Bally in there?
I was gonna say Bailly's better than them, man.
Deary me. So tackle. Deary me.
Bro, there is no way that Mings and Konsa is better than
I'm having Mings over like any of your centre halves. Simple.
Wow, Mings.
Mings and Lindelof. Left back, I'll give you Shaw.
And Shaw ain't even been good this season. Shaw's been terrible.
I like Shaw.
Okay, I would have just said Varane and Lindelof, me. But all right, cool. We're gonna mix it up. It's on the spot. It's live. Midfield gets interesting because
McGinn straight in there.
McGinn straight in there. McGinn straight in there. Okay. Out of who's doing bits now.
McTominay straight in there. I like him.
Oh, Gabs. Come on, mate.
Bro, out of your midfielders, he's saving you.
I'll say Fred does more than him.
Bro, Fred, dearie me, mate. Honestly.
What do you mean? What you're saying Fred, dearie me, but McTominay's good?
Bro, at least McTominay's started banging in some goals. Works hard. Like, yes, he's not got the name. Do you know what I mean? McTominay, but come on. McTominay's better than Fred.
Simple. The community's disagreeing with you, bro. They're saying, Gabby, what are you on? No way, Gabs. But
Fred,
I would say
tackle.
Fred's better, bro. Fred's better than McTominay.
Are you serious? Fred, bro. The Dyak hits the car park.
Bro, McTominay can't pass wind, bro. He hides. He don't want the ball half the time. He's doing his strutting, got the socks up, rolled up, looking like he's 6'4". He's doing the thing, he's strutting. Give me it. It's half-hearted. McTominay and McGinn. I'm saying Fred and McGinn for me right now.
That's your choice. You can have
okay. So we're going to agree to disagree on that one. Then
Fernandez in front as a 10.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Fernandez in front as a 10 has to be. Left wing and right wing. Rashford has been dire. Sancho's not been great. Greenwood's been okay.
Sancho, dearie me. Like, honestly, looks like I've never seen a player that has not adapted.
So nervous.
Honestly, bro, he gets the ball, and I'm like, he's passing it backwards and that. Like Semedo, bro, was having his fags out, bro.
Yeah.
He's getting the ball and he's like, all right, pass it back. Make a fake running behind me. Don't really run it. Like, you can't fool me.
I think with him, he's got to adapt probably the most out of what his natural game is. And I said many times that when we get Sancho, and this was under Oli mainly, but I was like, his lack of being able to be intense without the ball at his feet, running the other way. I think is a problem. I look at all the best wingers in this league. I look at Son, I look at Mane, I look at Salah, I look at
The game's
Sterling.
changed, bro. The game's changed. You can't just
Yeah,
wait for
they're
people.
nah, it's but not in this league, and not even necessarily just in this league, not in this team.
Yeah.
Like this team, the reason why Marcus Rashford sometimes a bit of a headless chicken, rabbit in headlights, running into people and that, but he
But
affects the game sometimes because he's
yeah,
active, runs in
yeah.
behind, and
Sancho
Sancho's
just
not
wants
just
to
like that.
wait for the ball, like Traore. They want the ball at the feet and just run at
Yeah,
people. Like he's got to adapt soon though, because honestly, he's got no chance for England call up. Like no way.
no, he's miles off it now. Yeah, there's so
Oh,
many
bro,
players.
so
Same with Rashford.
I'm gonna go like Watkins on the left. We've got to fit Watkins in somehow.
Right now, he's playing better than Rashford. He's not better
Exactly.
than him, but he's playing better than him.
Obviously, Ronaldo will be up front because he
Yeah,
scored goals this season. So
yeah.
Watkins there for Ronaldo. So we've got one space on
What are
the
you
right.
saying? Greenwood on the right.
Yeah, I like Greenwood. I'll give you that.
Greenwood on the right. I
Yeah.
think, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are agreeing with the Watkins shout. Or Watkins on the left, Ronaldo up front, and Buendia, someone else said. Buendia's been hit and miss as well. Some games he's done okay. He's struggled to kind of get up to the level on a consistent basis, isn't he, really? I thought.
Well, I'm glad you said it. Bro, I've been getting slaughtered by Villa fans.
Oh,
Because,
really? Is that what they're saying? Nah, he
yeah,
ain't been that
because
great, man.
no, on Twitter, because I posted saying, like, I need more from Buendia, need more. Obviously, I did post something saying, send him back to Norwich when Coutinho come in. That was
Why?
banter. That was banter, though. But obviously, people.
Why have you said that?
No phrase can't take banter. Do you know what I mean? So I was joking about that. But when I watch Buendia, bro, I look at a player who looks like he's got ability, but 50 minutes against Brentford, done some nice things, nice assist. 50 minutes, it's like, all right, that's him done. Doesn't do anything else. And one goal, and I think maybe 3 assists in 13 games. Mate, that's not enough for Steven Gerrard. They're not numbers that Steven Gerrard's going to allow. Do you know what I mean, bro? That's not going to get you into Europe. That's not going to get you into the top 10. I don't care how much you cost. I don't care if the fans love you. That's my view, and I'll stick to it. I need more of him. When he plays tonight, can you get past someone? Can you run with the ball? Can you get more shots off? Do you know what I mean, bro? Like he's been hit and miss, and that's why Steven Gerrard's probably gone to get Coutinho. You know what? Coutinho's come in. He's going to show you levels.
Levels,
Learn from
100%.
him. Adapt from him. And yes,
Well,
they can
Jared
both play
says.
together.
Say that again.
They can both play together because the formation suits both of them as 2-8 behind Watkins. But Buendia's got to learn a lot from Coutinho. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about, okay, I'll get 1 assist and then that's me for 5-6 games. Do you know what I mean? Can you get 2 assists? Can you get a goal every couple of games? When you sign for 30, leading to £40 million, you need more. Simple. So
Jared says.
I don't care what Villa fans say. Like, that's my view. I'm a pundit now. Do you know what I mean? I'm not an Aston Villa player. I'll say what I think. Villa fans don't like it. That's a you problem.
Facts. It's true. There's so many people just get in their feelings about stuff, and if they don't agree with you,
How dare you? I'll be
same
getting
across
like,
yeah.
how dare you comment on players? How dare you say Buendia is not good enough? You were rubbish. And I'm just like, listen, I'm a pundit now. I work for different companies. Do you know what I mean? If players aren't doing it, I'll call them out. Simple as that.
I hate that argument of like, oh, how many goals did you score? Or, oh, how many did you win this? Did you win that? It's like, but then again, we're football fans, yeah? Ain't kicked a ball at the highest level in our
Honestly, bro.
lives. And we're on there all the time talking it up.
I know,
all the time.
bro. Honestly,
we talk
bro.
shit as football fans. That's what we do because we're emotionally invested in the club, innit? You're a Villa fan, you know.
Like,
but when you've played at the highest level,
but that's why I posted on Instagram today. I posted something for all footballers that play in the Premier League. It was a stat of 97% of players in academies in the Premier League don't go on to even get an appearance in the Premier League. So I said to on Instagram, you know what? Give yourself a pat on the back because you've got these people hammering you out. You only scored 2 goals this season. You only scored 70 goals as a striker. But what did you do? Do you know what I mean? Like, what did you do? You didn't even probably get in the school football team. So come on, behave yourself.
100%. It's very funny when people do that. Quickly, we've got over 1,000 people watching, which is sick. We've only got 200 likes, so hit a like on the video. I know you guys are enjoying the chat, and it's a good one. But just don't forget to hit the like. Jared says, Gabby, do you think Coutinho being at Villa will render Buendia useless, or will they both share the duties? And you kind of touched on that a little bit ago, saying that
they'll share.
they can share it out.
They can play together, but Buendia needs to up his stats, up his game, because like Steven Gerrard won't care if you sign for 40 million. If you're not doing it, you're out. Simple as that.
A lot of people in the chat asking, saying, you've got connections at Villa. Can you get them to buy McTominay? Some people were saying that. I'll swap you. I'll swap you McGinn for him all day.
You know what's funny about Villa as well, bro? Now is that no one's getting sold. Right? Villa's owners don't need the money, bro. They got money to spend. They don't want it. They don't want it in. So anyone who's thinking of like any of our top players, you've got no chance. McGinn's going nowhere.
This is funny. Benzabone says, Flex, stop being a disgrace. You're choosing Villa players over United players. I don't care how bad we are. There is no Villa player that can walk into United's 11. What I would say to that, Ben's Bones, is I think that you think that we're Man United of 09, 08, 07, won the league 3 times in a row. Must be Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo up front then.
Real Man United fans would take a lot of Aston Villa's players in their team. Let me tell you that now. McGinn would walk into the team.
He'd walk in right now, and then the Wan-Bissaka shout. You guys know what I feel like Wan-Bissaka. These players aren't playing well. It wasn't like I gave the whole team. If you was doing a combined 11, and like we clearly said, it's not on talent and stature. It's on what they're doing right now. You've seen how we've been playing right now, Ben's Bones. I hope you have. Obviously, a United fan.
Bro.
Come on.
In 2007, Wan-Bissaka probably would have been the best right back in the league. Football's changed, bro. Like right backs back then didn't need to get forward and put in amazing crosses and ping diags. Back then it was, you know what, the right back, defend, give it to Petrov, give it to Downing or Young, your job's done. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like now it's different though. Now you have to be the outlet. You have to get in the last part of the field, get your crosses in. So that's why I said a week ago, Wan-Bissaka is not a modern day fullback. So Manchester United need to replace him. Letting Trippier go to Newcastle didn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't get him.
Cavani, I'm saying, why have you let him go there? What 12 million? Peanuts, go and get him. He's going to put in deliveries that we can finally get on the end of. Wan-Bissaka getting the best position, but he just hasn't got the quality, and that's not his fault.
Yeah,
that's not his fault, bro. Like he's just not that sort of right back. At Villa, Alan Hutton and Leonardo Bacuna, Tim Sherwood would always play Bacuna because he was better at crossing.
Yeah,
Hutton was better defending, but Sherwood wanted crosses for Benteke. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like the game's changed now. You have to be good at crossing as a fullback.
I think even then you're being polite. Wan-Bissaka, mate, even in that era, just the basic control of the football, bro, and like the way he plays the game and the way he receives the ball, technique wise, I just think he's just not up to the level. He's athletic. He can get up and down. He's got good lungs, 100% in 1v1 situations when a player has the ball at their foot and they try and get it past him. Cool, he might lock you off. He's done that a lot.
Yeah.
But in terms of generic defense, I just think leaves a lot to be desired for. And obviously on the ball, very, very, very limited. So big up to anyone who, if you're offended, because you know what I'm like. I'm level-headed. I'm not gonna just be tribal and say, no, I don't care how crap we are. Villa, there's not a play. Because at the end of the day, you lot have seen me after the games where I'm saying, what is this? We're seeing every other team work harder than us. We're seeing teams with far inferior players than us putting in better performances, creating chances. We've seen it. We just got played off the park by Wolves, and Semedo was up and down.
You know as well, bro. Like before the new manager come in, Ranić, it was like, you know what? It's the press, it's the high press. Everyone gets about it, but he can't force them. Do you know what I mean, bro? He can't run on the pitch and start pushing them to press. If he's telling them to press and they're not doing it, what more can he do? It's a player problem. So how many managers are going to throw under the bus? Like, it's a player problem of like they don't want to press, they don't want to do what the manager says. So I don't believe in like always blaming the manager. Do you know what I mean? They probably wouldn't press for Pep, bro, these players. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see Foden.
Yeah, they just wouldn't play for him. They just wouldn't play. He'd just get rid of him.
Like, they press all these Man City players against in the FA Cup the other night against Swindon, bro. A game where you'd probably take your foot off the gas. Bro, they're pressing. They're making
levels are so high.
Man United played Swindon. They'll probably lose because they'll probably take it, you know what? Take your foot off the gas. Man City are like, boom, boom, boom. Pep's not even there. He's at home because of COVID. they still bang at it, bro. Pressing Cole Palmer, pressing Bernardo Silva, De
And it
Bruyne.
don't matter who plays in the system. It don't matter if younger
Yeah,
players
it don't
come in,
matter,
players
bro.
who are
That's
not
why,
used to.
like,
Same at Liverpool. If
yeah,
Origi comes in for a game or something, they still play
yes.
the same way. Do the
Absolutely.
same
You're not
thing.
doing it.
Curtis
You're out.
Jones.
Chamberlain,
Yeah.
you're not doing it. You're on the bench. Keita, you're not doing it. You're on the bench. Manchester United players need a reality check. Some of them. Do you know what I mean? Like they need. I don't know who they need, bro. They need like a Conte would have even been perfect. Someone that's going to lock the changing room and kick off.
Yeah.
Like who wants to
100%.
fight? Who wants to fight? Let's go. Do you know what I
I
mean?
wanted him.
That's what they
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. Rocket
Not
up the
some
arse,
like
as
some
they say.
headmaster like Ranić. Like they're not going to listen to him. They need a Conte in there with who's going to be say, you know what? You don't want to press. Go and train with the 23s. Simple as that. Sancho, Rashford. You don't want to do it. Get out.
Mm.
Do you know
We
what I
need
mean, bro?
people at it.
Look
Yeah.
at Ali. Look at Ndombele. Like, do you know what I mean, bro? They're finished because they won't do what the manager wants them to do. Don't matter your name and what you've done. Like, simple as that.
You see, then from an ex-pros perspective, yeah, when you're in a rut, because let's face it, yeah, these men are in a rut in it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you're probably leaving the games thinking, "Fuck, man, like this has been bad.
I
Like,
want
this
to
is I
play again.
can't get out of it." You're like, yeah, just you're just in a real. But what I know you say, like, just like basically put up and shut up, just next game go again. But how difficult is it when you're driving home after the game, you can't get it out of your head. You wake up next
Listen,
day and
bro.
train it like.
It's horrible. Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not speaking like I was like prime Van Nistelrooy. Like I had loads of times where I was in the situation these Man United players are in. You get home and you're like, I hate football. Like I've got to play again in 3 days. I don't want to play. Like bro, you're hating football because you're in bad form. The fans are on your case. But the only thing you can do is if you're not having a good game, put everything out there. Do you know what I mean, bro? Be on the floor after the game where you can't breathe because you're just putting everything in there. And even if you're a Man United fan, you'd accept that, wouldn't you? If they're having bad games.
Oh, we're not
Sancho's
even
not,
seeing the basics of
yeah,
application of
Sancho's
intensity.
not
Yeah.
getting past people or Rashford. They're mistiming crosses, but they're chasing back, they're winning the ball back, they're pressing. You'd accept that and you'd be like, you know what? Quality will be there forever and it will come back. You know what? They're going through a bad rut, but they're giving it their all. That's what they can do. Do you know what I mean, bro? Because you're going to have times where you're not playing well. Of course you are. I've been loads of times home turning my phone off. Don't want to hear my dad having a go at me because I was poor today, didn't score. Do you know what I mean, bro? Phone off, leave me alone. Sometimes do silly things and go out and get drunk because you're looking at a different way of like getting your mind off it. You know what? I'm going to go out with my mates, I'm going to go and get drunk. Not because you don't care, because you know what? I just don't want to think about football.
You want that?
You know
You
what I mean,
want that
bro?
kind of from reality to take you
Yeah,
out of the.
you
Yeah.
turn into the drink, you turn into the partying because it'll make you feel good to forget about football. Then you're thinking like, I've got to play in 3-4 days, but the atmosphere is going to be like toxic. Don't want to be out there. Do you know what I mean, bro? That's what these players will be thinking. Like, we've got this Villa team who will bang at it. Do you know what I mean? Looking at clips in the video rooms. Oh, we've got to play these. Do you know what I mean? They would have loved a Rob room at home where you know what
Yeah. We
we
never get easy draws as well. We
you
never
know what I
do.
mean? So, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it does happen, but go out there today and put in 100%, leave everything on there. I'm sure Man United fans will accept that. You know what? No
Yeah.
pundit's going to say X player's going to hammer a player for giving everything. It's if you're having a beast and you're strolling around, that's not acceptable.
100%. To finish off, Gabs, prediction time. I know we've exchanged messages before we done this, and I know what your original thing was. I'll leave you to say if
You know
you're going
what,
to say
bro?
what that was.
I
But what
feel
do you
like
think?
it's hard to predict, isn't it? Because we don't know both teams' injuries, COVIDs. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, it's hard, but I feel if both teams have their strongest players available, I do believe Villa will win today. Not by not like a big goal difference. I'm going to go 2-1 to Aston Villa.
Gabby's back in it, yeah. I don't like to give predictions because by actual scorelines because they say on this channel like Flex don't do it. 'Cause every time I do it, I mess up. I get it wrong. I'm jinx us. I'm gonna say though we will edge past you, but it won't be pretty. It won't be the rock and
Oh, it's
roll
going to be
football we
ugly.
want to
It's going to be
see.
ugly.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be by one goal, and then it will leave us with not that much confidence to take into next week at Villa Park. And I'll be honest, today could be a catastrophe, yes. But I am, as it stands now, as you're asking me, I'm really worried about next week at Villa Park. Under the lights, Coutinho first game, Luca Digne first game potentially. Like, I just don't want it. If we can win these 2 games, that would be a massive confidence boost, because it ain't going to be easy. It is not going to be easy.
Bro, Gerrard won't like Man United deep down. He's
No,
a scouser.
of course not.
He's a
Of course
Liverpool
not.
man.
And
That's
vice
his role,
versa.
bro. He will his first time at Old Trafford as a manager. He'll be walking out there thinking like, I can't stand these. Do you know what I mean? I need to beat these. It's true though, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Might even tell a few of them.
That's going to add to the team talk. I wouldn't surprise me if he's like, you know what, I can't stand United. Like, ex-Liverpool legend. Like, I'm going to get slaughtered by the fans. Like, don't you dare go out there and embarrass me. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, he will be on the players to perform, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to it as well. Well, make sure your phone's on after the game, win or lose, because I might have some things. I might have some things
I've
to
got
say
COVID,
to you.
man. I'll be in bed early. I've got COVID. I'll be in
Yeah,
bed.
right. Yeah, make you win then. You make you win and then see what happens. Always a pleasure, bro, man. We'll link up again soon, man. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, man. Subscribe if you're new. And Gabby, stay there once I finish this, and I'll have a chat with you afterwards. But yeah, big up to everyone. We're out of here, man. Peace.